right, here's another question for you. If you were offered a pay raise, would you take it? I'm sure most of you said yeah, without thinking twice about it, right? But what if you were a lawmaker and that salary was paid with taxpayer dollars? It's a question the 68th legislature is pondering this week after they were handed an approved $5,000 pay bump. Joe Paris joins me now. So Joe, the question then for you and for, I guess, them, do lawmakers have to accept this pay raise?
No, they don't. And it's actually a real intricacy that I'm curious how many lawmakers are super duper aware of. Maybe more, maybe not so much. A citizens committee, though, is appointed by the governor and the state Supreme Court, and they get to determine what pay lawmakers get. So lawmakers, they don't get to give themselves a raise, but what they can do is reject a raise that the citizens committee approved. It's an intricate process I'll describe. But first, last fall, that citizens committee, they landed on about a $5,000 raise, going from what was just under $20,000 to the proposal now of a clean $25,000 for lawmakers. And then leadership like the House Speaker, the pro tem, majority, minority leaders, they also get a little bit more. But all the lawmakers, by the way, I see this question sometimes, they get dental, medical, and life insurance benefits. Something, though, that some people in that building may not know is they're on a countdown clock right now to reject the pay increase if they want to. It's ticking as we speak. They have until the 25th legislative day, so about 2 weeks from now. And if before that 25th day, lawmakers in the House and Senate pass a concurrent resolution, they can reject or say no to the pay increase, and they would just default back to that previous pay, just under $20,000. That resolution, though, is now in play, and it's sponsored by Senator Kristi Zitto.
At a time when inflation is causing deep hardship for many across the state of Idaho, an increase of this magnitude is inappropriate. I ask you to be a shining example of compassion, strength, and leadership to the people of the state of Idaho.
Time's ticking. Will lawmakers move on this resolution or not? I guess we'll just have to see, but there are fair points to be made about accepting the raise. In a letter to the Citizens Committee back in the fall, bipartisan leadership wrote to the committee saying, quote, as the state of Idaho grows and the complex nature of the work of a legislator increases, it's important to put into context the amount of time the average legislator spends in their duty to Idaho as they serve the people. And it goes on to say that legislative work is neither truly part-time nor should it be considered full-time. So the challenge to this, they say to the committee, is to recognize the demands on lawmakers and compensate them adequately. And in that letter, they also requested a bigger pay raise. The committee passed on that. But former Senate Pro Tem Chuck Winder, he explained the concept of small financial incentive limiting the pool of lawmakers.
The salary is so low that it doesn't attract particularly young families that can come and afford to work basically at that level. So I think there's some reason here.
Clock is ticking. We will report back.
All right. Thank you very much, Joe.